Hi everyone, it's Lisa from Mythical Witchery, and I'm here today to do a flip through and review of the Light Seers Tarot. Just a quick note that I'm not sponsored or paid by the company or the artist, anything like that. I don't receive a free deck. I don't get any kind of reimbursement for this. I'm just sharing you my opinion, my personal thoughts, and giving you information about this deck. So I hope you enjoy this flip through. So this deck is really well known. The Light Seers deck is probably, I would guess, one of the most popular decks right now. You see it all over the internet. People have it, and there's a good reason. It's a fantastic deck. I missed the Kickstarter on this, unfortunately, so I had to buy the mass market version, which is totally fine. This was published by Hay House. I believe it was in December of 2019. And just a note, if you are looking for this deck, please be very careful because there are fakes out there being sold. They're usually smaller in size. The color is not as bright. A lot of them are edged in a metallic green like the original deck was. However, the quality is quite poor. They don't come with a guidebook. They've got the QR code rather than an ISBN number. So please be aware. If you want to buy this deck, make sure that you're buying an authentic deck so that the artist is making some money from this. So Chrisanne is a Canadian creator, and she's also created some other decks as well. The Sacred Creators Oracle, the Muse Tarot, and she's also created one called the Tarot of Curious Creatures, which is one that I don't have. I will be doing walkthroughs or flip throughs and reviews of both of these decks at another time. I purchased this deck for $18.99 on Amazon. It was priced, at the time I purchased it, it was priced at $24.99 US and $33.99 Canadian. So let's have a closer look at this deck. The Hay House version comes in a sturdy two-piece box with a handy little thumb holes. It's no frills, there's no ribbon, nothing inside, just the basics, and that's totally fine. Inside it says, "And into the gray we follow, like 1,000 flickering stars, and there in a sunlit hollow we lose and find what is ours." So this is a light and shadow deck, and she does give both upright and reversed meanings throughout. This is the guidebook. It's a good sized little book. I believe it's about 184 pages. Yeah, 184 pages. It is not color, but that's okay. Every card has 2 pages. She gives the Light Seer, which is the upright, and the Shadow Seer, which is reversed, and then a write-up on both. And at the end, for example, in the Magician, I can manifest the life I desire through energy and action. So little affirmations at the end for each card. So it is quite a useful guidebook. It does have some spreads as well. It's got a single card spread, a 2-card light and shadow spread, a 3-card light worker elimination spread, a 4-card calling in love spread, and finally a 3-card soul joy spread. So lots of spreads in there, which is fantastic. The cards are not edged. That's the inside of the box. The cards are not edged, but I did edge them because I think they look beautiful edged. For those who are interested, I use a Copic marker to edge. And the color that I chose was Horizon Green. which is BG34. So let's have a closer look at these cards. The thing I love about this deck is that Chris-Anne had a goal to create a happy deck that would be uplifting without sacrificing any of the meaning of the tarot itself. She wanted to retain the deeper meanings of the cards and everything that hid beneath the surface. But she also wanted to be able to create a deck that would be insistent enough to prod her to take responsibility for thoughts and actions and inspire her to do the deeper healing work when she was ready. And this was her goal in creating this deck. And I think she did a really fantastic job. So here we're starting with the Fool. And I love this take because it doesn't necessarily suggest being foolish or taking a risk. It's more about trusting the universe. The Magician. The High Priestess. The Empress. The Emperor. One of the things I love about this deck is how inclusive it is. You're starting to see that more and more in tarot decks, and I think that's amazing. The Hierophant. The Lovers. The Chariot. Strength. The Hermit. The Wheel. Justice. Death and Rebirth. I love her take on that. She's taken what is often a very scary card in the tarot, and it shouldn't be, and shown it for what it really truly means. The Hanged Man. Temperance. The Devil. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. The Moon in a tarot deck is always one of my go-to cards to decide, if I love the deck or not. It's not the only card, there's quite a few, but the Moon is definitely up there. The Sun. What a gorgeous card. It just makes me happy looking at that. Judgment. And the World. So next up, we've got the Minor Arcana. Starting with the Ace of Wands. The Two of Wands. The Three of Wands. Four. Five of Wands. Six of Wands. I really love the art style in this deck. It's got a bit of almost a cartoony feel to it, but not cartoon, if you understand what I'm saying. I do love it. And I love how colorful it is as well. The Seven of Wands. The Eight of Wands. You can really see the energy in that card, can't you? Nine of Wands. Ten of Wands. Page of Wands. The Knight. Whoops. The Queen. And another one of my favorite cards. The King. And moving on to the Cups. Starting with the Ace of Cups. The Two. Three of Cups. I love the detail here. Look at that tattoo on her back. The Four of Cups. You can really feel the discontent in that card. Even if you don't know the tarot very well, I think this deck is absolutely excellent for a beginner because there's so much that you can tell just from looking at these images. Five of Cups. So although it uses some of the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith imagery, it also is very intuitive as well. Six of Cups. Look at the story this card tells. Seven of Cups. The Eight. Nine of Cups. The 10. The Page of Cups. He's having a bad hair day. The Knight of Cups. The Queen of Cups. Another one of my go-to cards. And this one definitely hits the mark for me. And the King of Cups. And moving on to the swords. The Two of Swords. Three of Swords. Four of Swords, the Five, and the Six, Seven, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords, Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. And finally moving into the Pentacles with the Ace, the Two, Three, the Four, a Five of Pentacles, the Six, whoops, I've lost one, out of order. There we go. There's the Seven. I thought I had these all in order, but I guess I didn't. Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the 10, Page, the Knight, the Queen, and finally the King. So let's have a look at how these shuffle. I'm not really a great riffle shuffler because I have arthritis. So you'll see me embarrassing myself just a little bit. Just a bit of a thick deck, so maybe not as easy to shuffle if you either have small hands or if you have arthritis like me, but there are always ways around that. But basically, it's, for the average person, that would be just fine. This is a beautiful deck. It's diverse, it's inclusive, it's colorful. I love the artwork. The cardstock is really good. The guidebook is useful. I would have loved to see this deck come edged, but a lot of mass market decks aren't, and so that's fine. And it allows you to choose your own, if you want to edge it, to choose your own color, which I do like. This is one of my all-time favorite decks. In fact, it's a lot of people's favorite deck, and there's a good reason for that. If you're drawn to this deck, then I would say don't hesitate. This is a purchase that you will not regret. Just as I said, be sure that you're getting an authentic deck and not a fake deck. There is a version coming out in a tin very soon, and my understanding is that it has foil edges, which would be really nice. What do you think? Do you have this deck? Are you planning to buy it? What do you think of this deck? Let me know in the comments below. Do you have any of Chris Ann's other decks? And if so, what do you have? What do you love? Thank you so much for watching today. Please hit like and subscribe. Go ahead and share this video if you want to with anyone that might enjoy seeing it. Please hit the little notification bell so that you never miss one of our videos. Opal, Whitney, and I will continue to bring you witch reviews and unboxings, tarot reviews and flip throughs, contest giveaways, and lots more. I'll put links in the description below. And again, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.